Hey y'all, it has been a hot minute. Um, I have had a bunch of meetings back to back all day and I've been talking all day. So my voice is like a little bit dry, so I have some water. So if you occasionally hear me drinking water, please excuse me. I am finally trying to get back into YouTube after a lot of stuff has happened. Um, so I won't bore you with the details too in depth, but to make a long story short, I moved. It was a very, very big, stressful, complicated move. And then after moving, I got really, really, really sick. My autoimmune disease came out of remission and is now active again, and I have been going to the doctor, oh my god, multiple times a week, trying to get everything under control. I'm finally just now starting to feel halfway decent instead of like dead roadkill. So I apologize for, the big, huge break that I took, but sometimes life just really takes priority over trying to sit down and make YouTube videos, especially when, such huge things are going on. I don't know if I'm in the center of the frame here or not. I can't really tell. Um, my lighting situation, I'm still working on it. It's not 100% the best, but it will get better. Everything will get better. I just finally had the energy to come and sit down and talk, and I know that a few of my friends have been wanting me to show like an updated pen collection video, or an update on the pens that I have collected, because I have acquired several. So that's what this video is. I'm going to talk about fountain pen storage and my fountain pen collection, and I'm going to go through it. So this may be a long-winded, rambly, chill sort of video, and I never really have very much time to import and edit things and trim them down all nice and pretty because I'm really always so busy and sick. So my apologies. A penfluencer I am not. Either way, we're still gonna have some fun. So I recently got this big old box. I got this on Amazon. And it's really not bad. I see a lot of people on Instagram and on social media have these beautiful wooden pin boxes. Some of them I think are made by like Toyoma Craft from Japan. I think that's how you pronounce their business name. Some of them are, made by artisanal woodworkers and stuff, and they just look so beautiful. And I will admit, it would be lovely to have one of them, but I just did not have the money, and I really needed something good and sturdy. Some of this will have to do. I don't think I paid more than $50 for this. I think it was it was between 40 and 50, I want to say. And I got it on Amazon. And if you think that is expensive, well, it's a drop in the bucket compared to some of these other pen storage boxes. And it is very nice and sleek. So, this is it has a nice glass top here. And this glass top opens up. And here are some of the pens that I have on top. And I didn't really prepare anything for this video, so some of the pins are not even in here. Apologies. We're just flying by the seat of our pants here. So some of these are old, some of them are new, and I'm going to talk about all of the pins. And this is just kind of going to be where my pen collection is at this point. So for reference, I'm not yet 2 years into the hobby. I want to say like a year and a half or a year and 8 months or something like that. That's about how far I am into the hobby. So, can you lower the volume on that? Oh, are those the light bulbs? Hold on just one moment, please. Okay, sorry about that. My husband brought down a bulb for one of the lamps So hopefully this lighting is like a little bit brighter here. Anyway, I was talking about how this video is going to sort of be where my pen collection is at this far into the hobby. Okay, so I'm just going to sort of go from left to right. This is an older pen. I feel silly saying older pen after I've just said that I've only been in the hobby like a year and 6 or a year and 8 months or something. It's not brand new is basically what I'm saying. And this is the Benu Confetti Milkshake. This is the Goulet exclusive. And I really love this pen. It's just so fun. I mean, I absolutely had to get this. It's so absolutely fun. I think that the camera is having trouble focusing on 2 things at once. So I'm also just going to show you that this box, it has drawers. It has 2 drawers, so it can store a good number of pens. But I think we've seen enough of the box. So I'll just move it off camera and we'll focus on 1 pen at a time. How does that sound? Okay, let me see if I can get the camera pulled down a little closer. Sorry about the scratch on my desk. Okay. So this is the Benu Confetti Milkshake. It's a great pen. This has a medium nib. The only issue that I have with this pen is that it's stained. I have this purple stain here on the cap band. I have never been able to get that off. And the grip section stained. In fact, both of my Benu Euphorias have staining on the grip section. I don't know, I can't seem to get it off. But I love the way that these Schmidt nibs write. I love the medium size. This pen is just so fun. So this is such a, I call it a daisy pen because it's like a pen that I feel represents my personality. Okay. This is one that I did an unboxing video on a while back. And this pen is just so beautiful. This was the Edison Pen Company and Gold Spot Pens collab. You cannot get this exact pen anymore. It's sold out. It was a limited edition. But it's so beautiful. The material is just stunning. I mean, the way that it sparkles. This is from, the material is from Stormwind's Blanks, and she just makes such incredible pens and materials. It's really beautiful. Next, this is a newer pen. This is one of the ones that I have purchased pretty recently. This is another Edison pen, and this is their Comet model. And their Comet model to me is very interesting because I don't know why it took me so long to realize this, but when you are looking at it, you know, horizontally, it looks like a comet shooting through the sky. Like this is the comet and this would be like the trail coming behind it. So I guess that's why it's called the Comet model. Unless I just completely made that up in my head. But the Comet models are typically, they're so fun because they have these beautiful, you know, accented, I guess this is like the finial or the dome on the top. They're so fun. This is another material from Stormwind's Blanks, and it's just so gorgeous. This material is called Easy to Love. And it is easy to love. I mean, it is so sparkly. There's so much glitz and glam going on in this pen. I mean, it's just beautiful. It is such a stunning pen. I bought this directly from the Edison Pen Company website. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, this is another really fun pen. This is another recent one. This is from Cypress Pens, which is a pen maker from Taiwan. And if you, they have a website, I think it's called like MrCypress.com. If you Google Cypress fountain pens, you'll find it. And you can view the website in English and in English currency, and they will ship to the US. And they are so lovely and nice. They'll provide you with a beautiful box when you order your pen and everything. And they actually make their own in-house nibs, which is so interesting. This is what the in-house nib looks like. Look how cute this is. If it'll focus, give it just a moment here. Um, there you go. There's a little heart on the nib. Isn't that just darling? Oh, we love it. I'm not sure what this material is. I want to say that this is maybe from Dank Blanks, but I'm not 100% sure. I couldn't be sure. But I just know that it's so incredibly fun. I mean, it's just so much fun color. It's like Lisa Frank in a pen. It has tiny little, it has just a tiny hint of glitter, not a lot, but it's mostly exploding with color, and it has a little bit of this peekaboo effect, so when you fill it, you can see your ink inside. I mean, I wouldn't call it a full demonstrator, not really, but it just has a little bit of a peekaboo into the converter. It's so fun, and when you look up close, it has these just incredibly fun little sections of color that just explodes. I mean, this is such a, it's gorgeous. This is a wonderful pen. So I totally love it. Okay, this is another pretty recent pen. This is from, is it Bone Crusher? Bone Crusher Studios? I think that's, I know this is his little coin logo thing. I think that's, I want to say it's Bone Crusher Studios. Yeah, that's got to be it. This pen is so comfortable and the material is so fun. This is, I don't remember what company the material is from. I think it's called tie-dye. But it's just really pretty and colorful. It has sparkle to it, as you can see. It's got sparkle to it. Just a really fun pen. I stuck a Franklin Christoph nib into it. This takes a Yovo nib, so you can put any number 6 Yovo that you want in there. I've just put a Franklin Christoph in there. I love it. This is another, a lot of these pens, these fun, colorful ones are like very me and my personality. And I think it's really fun to have pens like that. This is another pen that's new in my collection, but it's not a new pen. This pen is a little bit older, and I bought this secondhand from a friend on Instagram. Her name's Claire, and she sold this to me, and she was so incredibly nice. She sent it with like a notebook and stickers and everything, and it was just so sweet of her, and she shipped it so fast. This pen is from Silver Burl Pens, and I don't know what this material is, but I just absolutely fell in love. When I saw that she posted this for sale, I had to scoop it up. I just think it's absolutely stunning. I mean, I love this. I think it is such a pretty, interesting, deep, lovely material. I love the star details on the clip. I think that's so pretty. And I swear, this part, this is just like the cherry on top. On the nib, there's a little moon and cloud and stars. I hope that shows up in the light, but isn't that just darling? Oh, and look at that pretty pink section too. I mean, we just love it. I totally love this one. It is so beautiful. Okay, the next pin here is an older pin. This was my, this is a pen that I bought as copium because I could not afford at the time the Ferris Wheel Press and Esterbrook Nebulous Plume collab, and I wanted so badly a pen with in that material with a similar shape and some sort of gold hardware, and this is what I was able to find from a maker on Etsy. This is I can't even remember the shop's name. I can't remember. But I really, really enjoy this pen as well. I did not at first because this came with a Bach nib that had baby's bottom that was so bad I couldn't fix it and I had to throw it out. But I replaced it with this Yovo. This is a Goulet Pens stub nib. And I mean, it writes like a dream now. It was just the stock nib it came with would not write, and it really gave me such a negative first impression. Maybe it's a good thing I can't think of that shop's name right now. Anyway, if you're really curious where I got the pen, you can leave a comment and I'll go dig through my Etsy history and tell you. But yeah, I think it's really pretty. After the nib hiccup, I really do think it's really gorgeous. I do use it fairly often. It's comfortable. It's fun. We love all of the colors. So, okay, next up, this is a pen that when I saw that it was for sale, I literally messaged the maker that moment and said, I will buy it. Sold. This is from Hogtown Pens, who is one of my favorite people ever. I love them. This material is, I think it's called Unicorn Galaxy 2.0 from Brooks. And I love this material so much. I had been on the hunt for a pen in this material and I could not find it. So when he posted that it was for sale, I instantly said, sign me up. It's this beautiful blue with these little subtle bits of sparkle that are so pretty, and then little, translucent bits of purple through it as well. It's so soft and delicate and pretty. I just love it. And this is a really comfortable writer. It has like a nice thick grip section that's not too thick. I mean, it just feels really comfortable in the hand. This pen model, I think this is called the Swansea. It's this really, really good length. It feels great. These threads are such low profile, and this little step down is like a little bit beveled. It's so soft. I mean, you just don't even feel it. So very, very well done to that maker. They've made a very aesthetically pleasant, I mean, this is a nice shape, a really nice pen model. Before I forget about it, I am just going to pull out my currently inked pens. I keep my currently inked on this wooden tray. And I'm just going to go from left to right here. And I'm just going to move it sort of over here so that the camera will focus, but you can still see the pens. Whoop, I'm dropping things left and right. This is a Leonardo. This was the Dromgool's exclusive Mount Olympus, I think is what it was called. Absolutely love this pen. So gorgeous, so sparkly. It looks like butterscotch ripples. I could eat it up. And Leonardo just makes such excellent, incredible pens. I mean, you can't even resist. And this nib is just so pretty. It looks like the sunburst. I'm gonna see if it'll focus. There you go. It has this like sunburst effect. What a beautiful pen. Absolutely love that one. This is another newer pen. I got a Benu Edelweiss. I could resist no longer. I had been wanting to add the beloved Edelweiss to my collection for a while, and I had to pull the plug and do it. I got this secondhand off of Reddit's Pen Swap. Someone was selling this at a good discounted price, so I went ahead and scooped it up. Sorry, my camera started shaking a little bit. Lovely pen. I love the Edelweiss. It's just so beautiful. It writes so well. It's so comfortable. This little talisman model. It's such a good length. It's great. This is I think this is one of Benu's most beautiful designs. It's really pretty. This is another newer pen. This is the Delta Right Balance, and I got this in the color olive. And I love the pen a lot. It has a beautiful chatoyance. Um, it seals really well. I just have a really dud of an ink in here at the moment that I really need to clean out and ink it with something else so that I can fully enjoy it. Um, Look how chatoyant that is. It's so pretty. This is a very interesting pen. I mean, it's a really nice pen for the price. You know, it has a really good price on it, and that's one of the reasons I wanted to get it. So I love this one. It's not as exciting or flashy as some of my other pens, but I feel like that's completely okay. Like, every pen has something unique and interesting to offer. Sorry, I had to hydrate there. Okay, next is my Esterbrook Jr. in Purple Passion. Um, I really like this pen a lot because I love the number 5, these little baby nibs. There's something about them that I just love so much. This model of pen uses the number 5 size nib instead of the number 6. And the number 5 nibs are a little bit softer. And I really enjoy that. And for this being like a smaller pen, I guess this you could almost call this a pocket pen, maybe. It is very small and delicate, but it is not so small that, like, I don't feel like I have to post this when I write with it. I mean, it does post, and it's nice. It has a decent balance and everything. And I love this little green detailing on the cap. But I mean, it's such a nice little delicate size, and it's so lightweight. I love the way this writes. This is one of my favorite pens for days when, like, I have hand fatigue or I need to just take a bunch of very quick slapdash notes. Uh, it, it feels good for days like that because sometimes my hands do get, like, crampy or tired if I'm having, like, a big heavy pen in my hand. Okay, next I have 2 pens from Maverick Pens. I got these at the same time. I've had these for a while. They're so fun and sparkly. I don't remember the material or the model or anything. I just remember that these are from Maverick Pens and that I bought them at the same time. I couldn't resist. He had posted, like, I think he posted these either for Black Friday or for Fountain Pen Day, and he had like a 25 or a 30% discount or something like that on these, and I had to scoop them up. So I bought them both at the same time. They're so fun. Really good little riders, very comfortable. This is the total demonstrator experience. You know, you see everything, all of the workings of the pen here. But it has so much color and sparkle and pizzazz that it doesn't bother me because any pen that's like totally 100% clear, I'm not super, I mean, I just don't like it at all, actually. I definitely need my pens to have something going on. And then this is just a rainbow version. I mean, how can anybody resist like a fun, sparkly rainbow in their pen? I know I couldn't. That's why I bought it. Super, super fun. Absolutely love these. They're wonderful. The material feels so nice too. I don't know how to explain it. Like, he did some serious work polishing these. Both, I think he must have internally and externally polished them because the material just feels so good and smooth. It's really nice. Okay, next is my other Benu Euphoria. And this is another Goulet exclusive. This is like I always get this name mixed up. It's either like the cappuccino or the something about caramel coffee. Caramel macchiato or something. Um, uh, I mean, this pen is so fun. I mean, it's just beautiful. This one's quite popular. I know a lot of people have this one, and I couldn't resist either. I just have that same issue. Sadly, my section has stained. I put like a brownish pink ink in this at one point, and it really has stained the section, and I just can't seem to get any of that staining to come out. However, I do still enjoy the pen greatly. It writes beautiful, it looks beautiful, it's a fun pen. What more could you ask for? Okay, next up is one of the most sparkly pens in my collection, I believe. I mean, this is just like a little firecracker. It's so sparkly. This is from Walltown Pens. The material is called Sebastian, and this pen is the Watts model. It is so comfortable. Everyone I know that has used this pen has remarked about how comfortable this model is, like the most comfortable grip section. It's wonderful to write with. It feels great. And the material is just so fun and sparkly. I mean, it had to come home with me. Okay, next up we have, this is the Leonardo, I think this is the Andromeda, and this is the matte version. And I got this, I can't remember. I think I got this on Stilo and Stile. This might have been an exclusive with Stilo and Stile. I can't 100% remember. It probably says on here somewhere. Yep, on the back. You can't really see it, but engraved it says Leonardo X Stilo and Stile. Anyway, this is the Andromeda, and it's very beautiful. Also, this is you wouldn't know it because I usually like fun, colorful, loud pens, but this is one of my favorite pens in my collection. Um, Something about this material, the way that it's polished but it's matte, it is so comfortable and pleasant to hold in the hand. Like every time that I hold this and cap it and uncap it, it just feels like a luxurious experience. And I don't know how to explain it. It just feels so comfortable and it feels so nice. It has this like soft powder down feeling. I know I'm not describing it right. If you've ever had a fountain pen that was matte, maybe you'll understand what I'm talking about, but it just feels great. This pen has such a beautiful weight to it. It feels wonderful. I love that pen. Okay, this is another new pen. This is a recent addition. I think that this is from Cocoon Blanks, the material. But I got this from Basil and Buns on Instagram. Absolutely love that guy. He is the best. Uh, this is just like a super colorful, fun, swirly pen. I had to have it as soon as I saw it. I totally loved it. Uh, I haven't. This is actually so new, I have not inked it up yet. So even though it's on my currently inked tray, I have not inked it up yet. But it's beautiful. It's so fun. I mean, there's so much color and movement going on in the material. To me, this looks like ink that different multicolor ink that has been dropped uh into water and is like pooling down and moving around with gravity and stuff. It's so beautiful. I totally love this pen. Okay, that's everything that's in my currently inked tray, so I'm going to move it. And then I will keep talking about pens that are in this big box here. Okay. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so the next pen This pen is from Wood Wonders of North Carolina. That's it. I had to think for a minute. This material is from Maverick Pens, and it's called Pastel Prism. It's so pretty. I really love it. It's like this super light pastel rainbow going through with a bunch of white through it. I really, really like this material. It's really fun. Um, I don't even remember what model this is. But I really love this pen. It's so pretty. I love this one. Okay, this is another newer pen in my collection. It's not new though, it is old. I got this second hand. And this is one that I have been after for a long time. This is the Esterbrook Candy. And this is not the oversized version. This is just the regular size, which is actually what I wanted. I did not want the oversized version. But I'm thrilled with this. I love it so much. I have not inked this up yet, but I mean, it's just so beautiful. This one has, yep, it has a broad nib, which is just right up my alley. I'm so happy to have this in my collection now. This is one that I really, really wanted in my collection. Okay, next up is a pen from Newton Pens. And this material is from, I think they're called D squared arts or D4 squared arts. It's called Glow Stick. And this little blue end does glow in the dark. I just love this. It's so cute. It has a little bit of sparkle. It's a nice pink color, but it's not solid pink, you know? It's like a little bit translucent. And it has a little bit of interesting chatoyance going on. It's very subtle, but like, especially here, like in the top, in the cap area, if you look closely, you know, there's these little flashes of purpley blue. Like right up here, you can kind of see it. It's very subtle, but it just gives this material a little bit of depth and interest that I feel is so special and fun. I have a very interesting nib on here right now. I shoved a Kagaloo nib on there, which I actually really, really love. It writes really well, but this just takes any Yovo number 6. Okay, so next up, this pen is fairly new, not new. I got this on AliExpress, and this is basically a shameless Pelican knockoff. This is called the Admock. Yeah, on the band you can see it says Admock. I think this is like the M800 model. This pen, this colorway is called Malachite Green. It is a piston filler, and it comes with, depending on which color you select, it's going to have either a Bach nib or a Schmidt. This one in particular has a Bach, but it's been very, very nicely tuned. Like they have tuned this Bach nib and worked with it because it writes so well. It's a beautiful, stunning writer. I know that Doug Rathburn reviewed this pen model on his channel, and he absolutely hated it. And I love that guy, and he is totally entitled to his opinion. But I love this pen. I think that it's beautiful. I love this deep emeraldy, tealy green color. I think it's just stunning. The next pen, this is another teal pen. This is my first Sailor. This is the Sailor Pro Gear Slim in the Sound of Rain, and it has a medium fine 21 karat nib. It has these little details. The finial and the cap on the bottom has just a little bit of sparkle, but I mean, Sailor pens are just gorgeous. You know, they're just so stunning. And of course, you know, you can't beat the way that nib looks. It's beautiful. Okay, next up, this is a Navalor Original Plus. This is the only Navalor pen that I have in my collection. I have been so tempted, but this is the only one I have. This is in the color Lavender Tetra. And I wanted this because it's a vac filler, and I love vac filling pens, but it is so difficult to get them at a decent price. And this one had a really good price on it. Uh, and I love the, like, that you can see inside, and I really wanted to just load this up with like shimmery purple inks and take it to town. I have used this pen quite a bit. Um, it has given me a couple of scares with the stopper mechanism. Uh, that has been scary. It has looked like it's gonna come out or not settle back down the way it's supposed to. But overall, I have really enjoyed this pen. I've gotten a lot of use out of it. Okay, next up, this is a pen. Hold on, there's a little speck of dust on it. Let me clean that off. Okay, this is my Dracula pen. This is from LaBeouf pens. And this has so many fun, super fun details. As you can see, it says Dracula along this little cat band. The finial at the top has got Dracula on it, which is just stunning. And then the pen itself, it's like this beautiful red and black chatoyant pen, and then it has Bram Stoker's signature, and this is engraved into the pen. This pen it came with this nib. I think that this is a Bach, and I have always had problems with this nib. I've tried tuning it a bit and smoothing it a bit, but it still just is not to my liking. So I probably am just going to get like a Franklin Christoph, because it just takes a number 6, any number 6 nib. I'm going to replace the nib. I was not happy with the nib, but everything else about this pen is just so fun. So many fun details in this pen. This is another newer pen in my collection. This has not ever been inked up yet. I had to join the Unicorn Club. This is the Benu Gourmet Pens exclusive True Unicorn. This is another one that I had wanted for forever, and I hee-hawed around, and finally it came back in stock, and so I got it. I mean, this pen is just so flippin' fun. I had to get it. I love it. It's so cute. It's just adorable. I'm really, really happy to be part of the Unicorn Club now. Go get you one. Be a unicorn. I love it. So sparkly and fun. Okay, this is another pen that I chased after for a few months to get this one. This is an older, slightly older Esterbrook model. This is the Camden. And this is, I think this color is called Manitoba Blue. It's a little bit difficult to find online anymore because it is slightly older. But I just loved this shade of blue. I loved the sparkles. I had to have this. I got this at the Ohio Pen Show for an incredible deal with a broad nib. Love this pen. Absolutely love it. I feel like it looks like a fluffy blue sky. I love that pen. Speaking of the Ohio Pen Show, this is another pen that I purchased at the Ohio Pen Show last year. This is from River City, and it is in the material called 80s Baby. However, I bought this because it makes me think of Claude Monet's Water Lilies. There's not a lot to say about this pen. It's comfortable, it's fun, it's got fun colors. This did come with a Bach nib, but it's a nice Bach. This one has always written really well for me. This pen is from, I want to say that it's Mythic Pen Company. This pen writes so well. Wow. I mean, I don't know if they tuned this nib or if I just got like an extra good Yovo that day, but this is just a broad Yovo. It writes unbelievably well. Uh, just one of the best writers in my collection. I don't know. The fairies blessed this with magic or something. I don't know what these materials are called or what this pen model is called. But it's very pretty. It's this beautiful pearlescent pink, almost like a hot Barbie pink that has like a, when the light hits it, it's like bam, right there in your eyes. And then it has just a little bit of fun swirly color in the top. A pretty large, like sizable pen. Nice and thick and chunky. I mean, that's really quite big. So this is a big honker of a pen, and it's very fun and girly and pretty. Okay, this is the last drawer at the bottom of my little pen tray here. This is my Esterbrook. This is the standard size. It's not the oversized. And this is the Botanical Gardens material. I love this pen for fall. It's just so beautiful. It has so many beautiful colors, and you know, when I saw this pen online, I didn't, you don't realize until you get it and you see the light hit it how much chatoyance and like lit from withinness it has. I mean, it looks like these are glowing gemstones in a river pond or something. Totally beautiful pen. Absolutely love this. I got this in a medium nib. It's stunning. I have nothing bad to say about this pen. I love it. This is another Ohio Pen Show from last year pen. This is a pearl model from the Edison Pen Company. I bought this at his kiosk that he had set up. This material is something Galaxy. I want to say. I can't remember exactly. But look how incredibly sparkly this is. I mean, it's just stunning. I wanted a pen in this material so bad. And when I saw that he had one in this material, I had to get it. And I really like this little pearl model. It's really nice. And this is the last pen that I got at the Ohio Pen Show. I got this just before leaving. I got this from Derail Pens. I think that this material is called like Olive Swirl or Olive Martini or something. I got it because to me it kind of looks like a matcha latte. Love it. And this is a nice thick pen. Section is a little slimmer, but the step down's really comfortable. And this is another one that just takes a number 6 Yovo. I have a medium nib in here. It's a good writer. It's a comfortable pen. It's nice. It feels nice and substantial and chunky. Okay, so far, all of the pens that I've just shown you are like my most expensive pens. From here on out, everything is much more reasonably priced, even getting into cheap baby pens from AliExpress type of stuff. And I'm going to breeze through those a bit quicker. And I'm taking some water to try and prepare. Okay. This is a Jinhao 82 from AliExpress. It's in this beautiful teal color. I love this pen because I have put a different nib in here. I have put a Fountain Pen Revolution Architect in here, which is like my favorite Architect. Absolutely love this Architect. It writes like a dream. Absolutely super fun combination. Super, super fun. This is probably my favorite Kaweco Sport in my collection. I love this bright pink. There's nothing special to say about this. It has a broad nib. It's fun. It's hot pink. It's a little Kaweco. It's a little tampon pen. This is a really fun pen. This is my Hongdian. I don't remember if this is what model number it is, but it's like the maple leaf one. It has some beautiful chatoyance going on. It has a pretty maple leaf on the top. It feels so heavy and luxurious in the hand. This is such a good bang for your buck pen, especially if you get the nib that's like the long blade or the long knife nib, because it's like a bit of an architect nib. I'm gonna see if this will focus, but I don't know if it will. Yeah, like you can see the profile of the nib there. This is a Pilot Custom 74. This is an older, I'm just dropping everything today. It's an older one. I bought this secondhand. It's quite a few years old, but the owner didn't know how old it was. It still takes like a Con 40 or a Con 70. It's just black, and it just has a big old 14 karat double broad nib. The thing looks like a nipple. I had to have it. This is sort of like a Frankenpen. This is a Jinhao 82. This is both the sparkly pink and a white one that I sort of knocked around, and I replaced, you know, the cap and the bottom with to make it look like a specific sailor pen that I cannot afford. Love this one, especially because I did give this one a little nibby upgrade. This now has a Yovo broad in it from Goulet Pens, and it writes so amazingly well. So this is just so fun. I love these little Jinhao 82s and replacing them with number 5s. It's so fun. This is a very interesting type of pen. This is a Kagaloo pen. I don't know the color or the model, but it was not very expensive at all. They have these in a few different colors, and I might eventually get them. These write really nice. They have really nice, soft feeling nibs. The nibs, it's nice and broad. It handles shimmer inks really, really well. This material does feel a little bit cheap. However, for a pen that has a really nice nib that can handle a shimmer ink and feels really soft, and also comes with its own, you know, converter and everything, I feel like the it's only like $11, and I feel like it's a really good starter option for a starter pen. Let's see here. Whoop, ignore that. I have a couple of pen pouches. I think there might be a few pens in here. Well, that one's empty. Okay, they're both empty. That was embarrassing. I have an unopened yellow Kakuno. I don't know if I'm ever going to open this. I don't know. I was in the mood for a yellow Kakuno and I got it on Amazon, but I forgot that I really hate the Kakuno because it dries out really easy. So, I don't know. I mean, I just love this sunny yellow color. It's just such a pain. I have some little, these little pink pen cases have some little knockaround pens in them. And then I also have some pens in a drawer here. I have this little, this is like a little platinum little shooting star pen. I have almost never used this because the nib is just too fine for my liking. It's fine, I guess. I have a Majon. Oh, this is dusty. Sorry, I just pulled this out of an old drawer. This is the Majon, I think it's called the N1. And it's the one that you can swap with a glass or a plastic nib. I just keep this with the glass nib in it for, you know, pen swatches. I have a couple more Jinhao 82s here. These are just in a couple of different blue colors. This one just has the stock Jinhao nib in it. I don't know if I replaced this one or not. Yeah, this one has a limousine stub nib in it, which I really don't like. I'm not super crazy about their stub nibs, which might sound really weird because I think that their stub nibs are like stock Yovo, but I'm not 100% sure about that. I have a few Lamis here. This is like a green pastel Lamy, but it has the silver hardware, and then this is like a blue one with the blue hardware matching. This one is so fun. I really like it. I don't use them enough. I need to get my inexpensive pens out and use them more. I do have a few Kaweco Sports here and an All-Star or All-Sport. Yeah, this is the All-Sport. I really like this one. It feels so substantial, and I love this sort of lilac with the gold hardware. This one does have a broad nib on it. It's gold toned, but it's not actual gold. But it's a really fun metal pen, especially for someone like me who's not crazy over metal pens. And then I do also just have the lilac, and then I have the iridescent pearl. And I do plan on getting some more Kawecos into my collection eventually. I have a Jinhao 100 here. This is in the, I don't remember, I think this is called like lilac garden material or something like that. It's a really pretty material. And these nibs take any sort of standard number 6. I just have the stock Jinhao nib in there right now, but they're really pretty good. This is a really good starter pen in my opinion. A really good starter pen for the price. This is one of my Faber-Castell grip pens. This is like the sparkly pearly one. These have such good nibs. I don't know what nibs they use, but they feel great. And then this is another one of my Lamis. This is the green one with the green clip. And then I also have this, I have 2 pink Lamis, but they are different pinks. This is like the rose pink, and this is actually the Jigglypuff, Lamy. I actually have the whole set. Like, this is the little pen stand it comes in. You can put any Lamy Safari in there, and it'll hold your pen. Which is super fun. This is one of my Twisbies. This has only been inked once. I think this color is like cerulean blue or something. I really don't enjoy my Twisbies at all. I don't feel like they do shimmer inks very well. I feel like there's so much negativity for me with the Twisby experience right now. And I know I'm not the only one who feels that way. I have a couple of cute little pink Jinhao pens, one in gold, one in silver. This is just the stock Jinhao nib. I would eventually like to get better nibs for these because these pens are really good little workhorse pens, excuse me. Okay, and then inside these little carrying cases, I have a few more little pens. These are pens I hardly ever use. This is a pink Pilot Kakuno. It's fine. It dries out so easily. This is a pen that someone actually gave me. I think this is a really super old Hero pen. It has a crack in it, but it has a stub nib. It's a limousine stub. And someone sent this to me. This was the first stub nib I ever tried. Someone from the Central Ohio Pen Club mailed this to me, and that was so nice of them. This is another Jinhao 82. It's just a super bright blue color. Oh wow, there's a lot of pens in here, huh? But this should be the last of them. Okay, so we have another TWSBI. This is like the purple jelly TWSBI. Not much to say about that. I mean, it's the TWSBI. This is the white rose gold hardware one. I have a pink Kaweco Perkeo. That's it. It's the Perkeo. I have another one of these little shooting star platinums. I don't really like the nibs on these. This is an interesting pen. This is a Scrix. I need to give this another shot. I haven't really tried it out. This is a Ferris wheel press carousel pen that one of my friends sent to me, and it was so nice of them to send this to me because I love the color. This is a pen that I got at the Renaissance Fair from a pen maker. I think that he goes by Pens and More. This is such an interesting pen. I think this is like what they call a kit pen. I paid like 30 bucks for this. It has this cute like candy looking material. It has a magnetic closure. And it has a Schmidt nib. And it writes super well. And the cap seal on this actually works super well. So for a $30 Renaissance Fair find, I'm so impressed with that. I have another Faber-Castell grip. This is just in like the rosy, pinky mauve color. Another Jinhao 82 in this pretty seafoam green type of color. A black Kaweco Sport. Another Jinhao 82. I have two of them here that I had sort of swapped around just to make them interesting. I might swap them back at some point. An all white Jinhao 82. Another light blue one. This is a tiny little Pilot 78G, I think is the name of it. It's okay. The nib is super, super fine. This is the Pilot Pereira. This is the pink version. I don't write with this very much because this section tends to hurt my hand as I write with it for extended periods of time. I think this is the last of my pens. I found this little pen pouch. This is another Jinhao 100. It's just a super bright red color. This is the Asfine. I think this is called the PF20 model. No, it looks like this is the V126. I don't know. I like the way that this pen is a vac filler, but I'm not super crazy about this nib at all. And I have not been able to get it out to replace it. Not my favorite pen. Another Jinhao 100. Absolutely love this one. Such a super fun material. This one is a Jinhao 82. I just love this sort of booger yellow. It's so fun. And then last but not least is this little guy. This is another one of those, I got this on AliExpress. I don't even remember. I think this is a Moon Man or a Mahjong. And it has a really small little nib on here. But it writes really smooth, actually. And it posts. It kind of has a screw back to post. And this material is so cute. I think I paid like $7 for this, so it was really worth the money. This is a really good little writer. And I think that is all. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed. I actually have one more pen here. This is a palette Kakuno that I hardly ever use. And that should really be it, unless there's like a couple of knockaround pens in my drawers or anything. So, have a great day, everyone. Thank you so much for watching.